forewarned weather with Cedric Haze.
Okay, everybody, a happy hazy Friday to you both.
Happy hazy Friday. Hope you're not coughing too bad out there. How you doing, Cedric?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, but I'm inside, thankfully. I don't have to be outside for too much of the amount of time breathing that stuff in, all that smog and just messy air. And now we're going to throw in that potential of fog developing as we go throughout the evening and tonight. Hey, we've got a new fog alert that's been issued here for portions of the Salt Lake Valley and down from the Tooele Valley areas. Very similar to last night. Again, as we start to lose the sun, we start to get that moisture evaporating off of the Great Salt Lake, and that starts to put water vapor in the air, and that creates the fog. So it's haze and fog mixing together. It's just making for some messy travel out there. So if you're going to be traveling any routes here downwind of the Great Salt Lake, whether you're in the Tooele Valley or the Salt Lake Valley, just know at times your visibility could be reduced down to a quarter of a mile or less, and that could cause some tricky travel out there. And also, temperatures are dropping quickly below freezing in some spots. So any water vapor, it's moisture. So anything that kind of accumulates on some elevated surfaces could freeze and create some slick spots. So be aware of that. As we look at the visibility across the area, most areas right now not reporting much in the way of fog, but we're starting to see a little bit of that starting to show up here right off of the Great Salt Lake. So I do expect this to start to expand a little bit more as we go throughout this evening here and tonight. So keep that in mind. Again, if you saw it last night into this morning, you're likely going to see that again showing up out there. All right, let's talk about these temperatures because as I mentioned, it's already down to 32 degrees in Salt Lake City. What's interesting, it's 34 in the Heber Valley. So going up in elevation, it gets a little warmer there. 37 degrees in Provo and Delta. We've got 35 in Emory. Good afternoon to our friends in Cedar City, sitting at 45 degrees right now. And in St. George, it's just not fair. 59 degrees still. We've got temperatures that are in the 20s across most of the Beehive State tonight. Again, watch out for some of that freezing fog that will likely develop again across the northern half of the state. Even down towards St. George, I think you get close to the freezing mark. And then as we go into your Saturday, rinse and repeat. If you're across the northern half of the state and the valleys, you've got the fog, you've got the smog. It's going to be back again for us. And then down across the south, beautiful sunshine with temperatures once again approaching the 60-degree mark. This is an earlier snapshot from the Enzyme Peak area this afternoon. And yeah, if you look very closely, you can start to make out the top of the buildings there in the Salt Lake Valley. But again, for the most part, just a thick shield of gray, and that's just nasty air that's out there. And you can see why we got the code orange here in Davis and Salt Lake counties and everybody else in that moderate category for the most part. So again, the air that we breathe out there right now, not very good for us. And as we go into your Saturday, not much in the way of improvements. Code orange for a lot of us, especially close to the metro area. Now, here's some good news. This high pressure, which is acting like a lid and trapping all the smog down towards the surface, is beginning to break down. And now our inversion buster is going to finally be able to slide in from the north as we go throughout this weekend. So let's time that out for you here. It's not going to bring a ton of precipitation, but it is going to bring some cold air. And that's what we need to shake up the atmosphere and get rid of this inversion layer. So that cold front drops in here by Sunday. It mainly comes through dry, and then we wait for the main energy to come in Sunday night into Monday. That's what could squeeze out a few snow showers, but again, the chances of any real type of measurable precipitation is not looking too good. You can see we're talking very light amounts of anything, of any snow accumulation. So in St. George, again, temperatures nearing 60 for the weekend. Lots of sunshine out there, and we get more sunshine next week, but those temperatures drop. And along the Wasatch Front, that hazy fog, smog, whatever you want to call it's out there again tomorrow. And then hopefully Sunday into Monday, the inversion buster takes care of all of that. But get the jackets out because it's going to get colder by next week.
Oh, boy, get ready for it.
Yeah, winter is here.